What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker here, ex-Rocker Man X. And I apologize for not posting any videos lately, other than stream videos, which, yeah, only because I've been doing streaming more. I haven't really been wanting to do videos lately. Even, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I apologize for that. It's just that, like I said. And I also apologize if you hear background noise. I'm actually trying out the new headset with these videos, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better. But yeah, as for now, I am here with my WWE Elimination Chamber 2015 predictions, and this is because, well, as an exclusive pay-per-view on WWE Network, I decided to bring back Elimination Chamber. And overall, I'm not going to lie, about 6-7 matches on the card, which I don't even remember what the pre-show matches. But I'm more predictive about the 6 matches on the card that I know of. There may be 1-2 more, but all I can think of. But overall, though, this match card overall, though, is a pretty, I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty decent match card. But overall, I just don't know how to feel about the pay-per-view itself, because it's like 2 weeks after Payback, and again, as I said, 2 weeks after Payback, they removed Elimination Chamber as its own pay-per-view for Fastlane, and then they just bring the Elimination Chamber right back. Aren't they already booked up with pay-per-views enough? That's all I gotta say. But overall, this pay-per-view should be decent. As for one of the matches I'm going to predict right now, Neville versus Bo Dallas. And I don't know. For some reason, this match feels like a match you'd see on like a Raw or a SmackDown. But I guess this match was a long time in the making. So, that's really all I gotta say on that. Because we all know Neville, I think, beat Bo Dallas' record for longest running NXT champion. I think. I don't even remember in the Bo Dallas. It's the two former NXT guys facing. This match is bound to happen eventually, so I'm not going to say much on it, but overall, again, this match should be decent at most. Only because the way WWE has been shitting on Bo Dallas since he came up to the main roster, or at least a little bit after. And then, of course, Neville, they're making him the rising star. He's the one NXT superstar they're not really turning into shit, which is surprisingly. But overall, I'm going to say Neville picks up the victory over Bo Dallas. Even though Bo Dallas probably does need to win, Neville's going to win. Simple as that. As for the Divas Championship match, the Nikki Bella versus Paige versus Naomi, I really don't know what to say on this match. I mean, Naomi, she's been in that contention spot for a while now. Paige has, well, not recently. Paige hasn't. Nikki, and of course, Nikki Bella. Here's all I'm going to have to say is, as much as WWE loves the Bella twins, I'm going to have to say Nikki Bella will most likely pick up the win. But honestly, I kind of want... But as for my prediction, I'm going against my gut feeling. And I'm going to have to say Paige wins and becomes the new Divas champion. Simple as that. That's really all I have to say on it. I mean, Naomi should probably get the win here. But, I mean, no offense, no racism, no offense to anyone. I'm just not a fan of Naomi. Simple as that. And yes, so my predictions are biased as hell. Just Naomi, I'm not really a fan of at all. I mean, I said this plenty of times before. The Divas right now aren't my stick, really. I like the old school Divas. Paige seems to remind me of an old school Divas. Natalia, AJ Lee before she retired, and the Bella twins. I can give credit to them. But yeah, as I said though, Nikki Bella is most likely going to win. But my pick, I'm going Paige. And now for an interesting match, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship, defended inside the Elimination Chamber for the first time. And we have Los Matadores, the Ascension, Lucha Dragons, Primetime Players, Tyson players, how do I want to say it, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, and the New Day. Now, ultimately, though, with this match, here's all I gotta say. As a good friend, or not a good friend of mine, but a YouTube friend of mine has put it, Los Matadores sucks. The Ascension sucks. And I don't mean that because they was a monster in NXT, but once they go up to the main roster, oh look, Los Matadores should have stayed as Epico and Primo, but no. Let me see here. Lucha Dragons, I like them because I miss some of the luchador style that has been in WWE. Let's see, the New Day, I like. Primetime Players, not a big fan of them, but I like their promos. That's a good way of putting it. I like their promos, I'm not a big fan of them. Like that DX promo did, kind of actually smart, even though I kind of took offense to it because I'm a huge ass DX fan, just saying. And Tyson, and then we got Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Ultimately, three ways this is going to go. Well, 4 ways this is possibly going to go. They're going to give it to the Lucha Dragons, which would be building them up probably too quickly. And no, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people who say, oh, they're building people up too quickly. I'm just saying. Let me see here. Primetime Players, again, a gut. I know some people that has a gut feeling they're going to win. They're probably not, sadly, or no, I don't say sadly, but Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, they've got their rematch plenty of times. But here's the thing. Well, 2 ways I would let this match go. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro picking him to win, or even the New Day retaining. And I like the New Day. Don't get me wrong here. But I am going to go with the New Day winning. Simple as that. Or I could even go with the Primetime Players winning. But ultimately, if Kidd and Cesaro win, I'd be happy with that too. But ultimately my pick is probably the New Day retaining. They're probably going to retain. They're probably the New Day's probably going to have about another month left. In my opinion, they're probably going to have about another month left of the title reign up until I think Money in the Bank, which I think is the next pay-per-view. If I remember right, June. Yeah, it's Money in the Bank. That's all I gotta say. So New Day retains the titles. Now as for the WWE Intercontinental Championship match, again, the first time ever inside the Elimination Chamber. We got R-Truth, Dolph Ziggler, Rusev, Sheamus, Bad News Barrett, and Ryback. And now, again, this match should go 2 ways as well. No offense to Ryback, he's probably not going to get it. R-Truth probably isn't going to get it. Rusev probably isn't going to get it. I feel like he should be replaced with someone else. But, that's probably not going to happen. But, yeah. Actually, I feel like Rusev should have been replaced with Bray Wyatt. Because Rusev just had a good run at... Or, no, I don't want to call it a good run. But he just had a pretty... I don't even know. He just had a... Here's the way I want to put it. He just had a run as a U.S. champion. Until, of course, Cena won it. And then, the whole Cena-Rusev feud for like 4 months. I'd rather see Bray Wyatt in there just because I think it would make more sense. Because we got... Here's the thing. Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus, feud. Ryback versus Bray Wyatt would be a feud. R-Truth versus Bad News Barrett wouldn't make sense, but hey. Ultimately, as I was going to say though, Bad News Barrett could potentially win here. Rise up on his kingmanship, or his whole King Barrett gimmick. Which I could actually see happening because, again, too, we all know that Barrett never really got a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship either. Well, he probably did, but he never actually got it, if that makes sense at all. So I could see him winning, them rising up on his kingmanship, but I'm going to have to go with Sheamus. Because Sheamus hasn't held the Intercontinental Championship. As far as I know, he hasn't, which I don't think he has. And he just came back, fresh off his heel turn and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm going to have to go with Sheamus winning. Now the next match, champion versus champion, John Cena, the U.S. champion, versus Kevin Owens, the NXT champion. Now this match, I have really nothing to speak about. I mean, as much as I have respect for John Cena, and Kevin Owens, or Kevin Steen, I'm always going to say Kevin Steen, referring to him in ROH at the moment. Never had a stick for Kevin Steen. NXT I haven't really watched recently, sadly. I should have watched it on Wednesday, or last Wednesday or Wednesday, whenever the heck it was. I think it was last week. It was when Unstoppable was. I didn't really watch that either, but honestly, Kevin Owens, though. John Cena versus Kevin Owens, as much as I'd like to see someone win over the other, and we all know a lot of people want to see Kevin Owens get one up over on Cena. Definitely, no one's going to get one up on each other. Most likely, in my opinion, this is going to end in a no contest. That's really all I gotta say. Why? Because if WWE does it right, as some people has already said, I'm kind of copying them, but I agree with them after watching it, after listening to them, stuff like that. Hey, give me a second. I gotta text someone here too, real quick. So give me a second. Alright, but anyway, after that text down, as I was saying though, most likely we'll end in the no contest because which would be John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Why? Because as I was saying, if WWE does it right, they shouldn't have one go over the other. They should just build these two guys up, make them both look strong. We don't know how strong John Cena looks, but make Kevin Owens look strong as well because we all know Kevin Owens is the NXT champion. So, the thing of it is, Kevin Owens is most likely going to go back to NXT and defend the NXT Championship. So, this match is probably only a one-match thing. But later on down the line, once Owens actually gets caught up to the main roster, it'll probably actually be a future rivalry or whatever. So overall, they're champion versus champion, John Cena versus Kevin Owens, no contest. That's how I see that. As for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match now, sadly, it's kind of stupid why this match is inside the Elimination Chamber either. But we got Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, and for the love of God, as much as I would love to see Dean Ambrose win here, and I would legitimately love to see Dean Ambrose win, it's not going to happen. Sadly. I'd much rather see Dean Ambrose win here. But, as we all know, when SummerSlam rolls around in about 2 months' time, I think. July, August. Actually, no, not 2 months' time. I don't know, I'm thinking here. I mean, we all know it's getting close to Money in the Bank, and I think, as some people have said, it may or may not be the wrong timing for this match, because we all know what's going to happen. It's clearly obvious. Seth Rollins is going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. But ultimately, as I said though, so my prediction, as much as I love to see Dean Ambrose win, I'm going to have to go Seth Rollins. As much as I don't like the guy, well, not real life him, but like Seth Rollins wrestling persona him, I'm not that fan of. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good entertainer and stuff like that. Same thing with Brock, but I'm not a big fan of Brock either, or at least the now Brock. But yeah, ultimately, like I said, WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins will win. Simple as that. And I apologize if I missed any more of the matches. I feel like I have. There probably will be a few odd matches in there, but again, I apologize if I miss any of the matches, but those are my predictions. Also, I'd also like to add to something on the end since I haven't really announced it for a while, but you know how I stream over on twitch.tv, you know, the link to my Twitch channel will be down in the description. I do have a schedule now, like, or at least I try to keep, which actually, I will be streaming tonight here in about 4 hours about. I usually stream at I will say that I usually stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 o'clock p.m. EST, so Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I can do it tonight, even since it is Friday and it's one of my days. But yeah, anyway, that's all I really have to say. As again, all my social media accounts down in the description. Like, follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new, and you don't. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. And overall, if you guys want to, like my video, comment, and that's really all I gotta say. And until next time, rockers, live free and rock.